Smiley day to you, fellow and future adventurers. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Question of the Whatever. Yeah, I got to change it up. I couldn't keep up with Question of the Week. Imagine that. Somebody who wants to do what he wants when he wants and not abide by any kind of schedule. Yeah, I should have known from the start. Anyway, don't you hate when you go to record a video and you totally forget to turn your mic on and you were just talking for 10 whole minutes straight and now you have to re-record the full video because you recorded no audio? Yeah, that's what I did. Welcome to Caveman Gaming. Please feel free to like, subscribe, comment down below. I would greatly appreciate it. So yeah, we're changing things up. We're going to change it from Question of the Week to the Question of the Whatever because I'm going to answer these when I feel like. It's not going to be a weekly thing. Mostly when I have updates for you. That's when I think I like to do these. We'll include a question, provide my answer, provide others' answers. Hopefully get some more questions from you guys. Please comment down below. Bring all of your burning DM questions to me. I would be more than thrilled to provide either my knowledge, insight, opinion, or suggestions on what's bothering you in the DMing world. That's exactly what we do at the DMU. It's a group of us that support each other. We ask these questions. We bring each other's guidance, support, and all that fun stuff to the table about once a month, and we lift each other up, and that's what Caveman Gaming is all about. So I want to lift you up. I want you to lift me up. We'll support each other. Let's get to the question of the week, shall we? And then after that, I have some updates for you, including, hopefully we'll get to, the idea is to include some of the footage from Gamescom Canada that I had promised. I've been doing a little bit of editing of the footage that I do have, and I just don't feel like it's enough for a standalone video on its own. I still want to share some of that experience with you, so I'll try and include it into this video, and we'll go from there. Alright, question of the week comes from Scott. He says, okay, all you forever DMs, time to pick your next character. If you were playing in a game tomorrow, what 5e character would you make? What's their backstory? What's their concept? Very tough, very loaded question, Scott. Thank you for bringing it forward. Got a couple answers from a couple others here. Grace says she would play a reborn construct variant, Vengeance Paladin, haunted one, true neutral. The spirit of a princess who was kidnapped and held for ransom, who was killed and reborn into the body of a life-sized porcelain doll. Ooh, that's scary. She has sworn vengeance on those who helped with her kidnapping and killing. That is very creative, very unique. I love that answer, Grace. Also very scary to just imagine a life-sized porcelain doll, period. But also one that is haunting you and hunting you down because you're a murderer. Very cool. Scott answered his own question. He said, I would like to play in a setting that has firearms as I want to give the new Mage Hand Press Gunslinger class a try. Steampunkish with a Western accent, some kind of a lawman on the fringes background. Probably hunting down a bad guy that got away. Again, very unique, very creative. I'm not familiar with this Gunslinger Mage Hand Press class and subclass. Would be very cool to see in a game. I can absolutely imagine Scott wandering around in my world wearing a steampunk hat with a gun and putting on a Western accent. Seems very fitting for him. It's also something that I find would be very rare in a lot of 5e games. Not a lot of people include firearms in their games. I know I don't, personally, in mine, just because the world setting, typically I play in the Forgotten Realms, where guns and firearms just aren't common. They're not a thing. They could be, but I also just don't like them, personally. I, as a Canadian, have maybe seen a gun once in my life. I don't understand guns. I don't get the frenzy that happens, below the border. I know it was written into your Constitution and all that fun stuff. The right to bear arms. I just don't get it. Never have, never will. That's why fantasy settings exist. That's why we can imagine playing with those things. So very cool, Scott. Thank you for your answer to your own question. I will attempt to answer your question myself right now. So, if I had to create a character for tomorrow, which means I have a few hours to throw together a class. First thing that's going to come to the top of my head is a monk. I have not played a monk myself, and I've seen monks played very well. I have one in my Wednesday night games who is very, very fun to have as a character. Really enjoy having him as part of my game. If I'm in a hurry creating a character, I like to use things that are available to kind of create my backstories and my concepts. I heavily lean into the gods, religion, that sort of thing. Somebody with a faith-based mission. I just find it easy to do, and it gives you some role-playing opportunities that I don't see as often as I would like in some of my home games. The ability to commune or seek out your higher power through your faith. And I think that's the simple answer I would have is a monk who's out on a wander, a mission of self-exploration to discover themselves and their faith, their beliefs. So let's jump into some updates. Well, where to start? We'll get to GameCon Canada hopefully at the end of this video. I'll have to edit it and whatnot, see how it all goes. So what's been happening over the last few weeks? Why haven't I been uploading Question of the Week? Well, it's summertime. It's busy. I do work a day job where I do a lot of tree removals. I'm an urban lumberjack, and it is exhausting, to say the least. It's hot out, and it takes its toll on my body, and I get tired and exhausted, and my motivation wavers. And so that's what it is. That's why I say I'm going to do what I want when I want, because I'm going to do the things I enjoy doing first, because that's what makes me happy, and being happy is what it's all about. So hopefully you can help make me happy by hitting that subscribe button, commenting down below, give me some questions, come at me, bro. Let's have a look at GamesCon Canada footage, shall we? Alright, y'all, the time's come, but to pull out of work, head my butt on down to Edmonton, go check out GamesCon Canada 2025. This is exciting. About to pull out of work here early and make the 5-hour-long trip to Alberta. I'm nervous, excited, stoked, and everything in between. Then my drive goes well. We'll check in with you soon. This will be interesting. It'll be my first time doing some sort of vlog-style recording and filming. I hope you enjoy it. That was a long drive. I'm here, made it in my hotel. I'm in Edmonton. Let's check out this hotel room. It does not look anything like the pictures did. It is old. It is hardwood floors. The bed looks entirely uncomfortable, but the price was right. I'm gonna try and hit this meeting up here pretty quick. Good times ahead. Here, Edmonton Expo Center, GamesCon Canada 2025. Thursday night, pre-meeting setup. I'm very excited to go inside and meet the kobolds, and looking forward to a great weekend. Cheers. Alright guys, day one, GameCon Canada, that's what it's called. Bring your A game. We're here in the Kobold Press actual live play game room. We're just getting set up, it's still pretty early in the morning. I thought I'd go around and talk with some of the kobolds here who are getting set up, ready to play. So first off, following me from Saskatoon, a member of our DMU, we have Grace.
Hello.
What are you running today, Grace?
Right now today I'm running Wrath of the Bramble King. It is a super sweet and short little adventure where I just take the players through to help a lost fae child.
Awesome. Looking forward to it?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I think it will be really, really fun. I'm excited to see who my players are.
Sweet. We'll check back in soon. I'm going to go around, see if I can talk to some of the other kobolds and see what happens once this event actually kicks off. It was a little quiet out there while I was walking around, but we'll see how it goes. I just took a minute here to step outside and see the gloomy Edmonton weather we're having right now. The expo is just about to kick off. It's just before 11. Things are starting to get moving. It's a little, what do you call it? Not busy outside, but inside the building, see people starting to line up for the different exhibits and things. I'm going to go take a little walk through, see if I can't get as excited as they are. Let's check it out, shall we? Alright, so I sped up this footage. This is me just kind of walking through the con. This is the very first hall we went through it, and this entire section here is all dedicated to Warhammer 40k. There's a massive tournament that was going on all weekend. Their event started before the con even opened, even got rolling. It was massive. I've never seen so much Warhammer in my entire life. It was pretty wild. But very cool to walk through there, see all those different kinds of setups, different types of war gaming. Not something I'm familiar with, but very unique to see. So as I walked around the con, just kind of camera out in front of me, getting some footage. A couple of things happened. Once I finished this little walkthrough, I was walking back to the kobold section and I dropped my gimbal. I was fumbling a water bottle, I was thirsty. Gimbal fell out of my hand and broke, which sucked. Instantly my motivation went downhill and I didn't feel as comfortable kind of asking some of the kobolds to do little interviews. I wanted to introduce more of the DMs that were running, get to know some of the event coordinators and whatnot as things went on. I just didn't have the same aspirations as I did. I was a little bummed. But that'll happen. So as you can see right now, I'm wandering through the kind of market stall area. Lots of vendors there. Really the only thing I purchased out of here was a set of dice from Adventure Dice. And those dice brought me terrible luck recently. They did not roll very well, but very cool to look at. Eventually, I did run some games that weekend. The gaming section was a little lackluster, I'll be honest. I was set up to run, 6 games throughout the weekend. I didn't run a single game until the very last day, the morning that I'm supposed to leave back to Saskatoon. It could have been a lot more eventful, for sure. I still had a lot of fun. I got to play in a lot of the games that others were running because the ticket sales just weren't up. We'd kind of get tables mostly full, and then we'd have some DMs sit in tables just to fill it up so that we'd have enough players at the tables. So I got to play in one of Grace's games. I got to play in one of Mythic Minds' games. He was a very fun DM to play with. So I got to play in 2 games and only run 1 game. But while I was playing in Mythic Minds game that afternoon, the fire alarm actually went off. The footage is about to run out here. I totally didn't realize that I forgot to go through the very last hall, the main hall, where the main stage was. Yeah, like I said, I didn't get enough footage as I should have. Totally missed. You can see right through that door right there at the end, the main hall that I didn't even get footage of. But as I was saying, in one of the games I was playing, in the middle of it, all of a sudden fire alarm goes off, there's a bomb scare. Evacuated the entire building, stood outside in the rain for a solid half an hour while the fire department came in, cleared things, checked things out. We got to go back in, finish our game. that was probably one of the most exciting things of the weekend. Besides meeting one of the dungeon dudes, I got to shake hands with Kelly McLaughlin. Wanted the opportunity to meet Monty. I was kind of walking there. Those two were standing at the Cobalt Press booth speaking with our coordinator, Zach. Zach was a great guy. I got to hang out with him quite a bit over the weekend at the con. Wonderful person to just hang out with. But they were speaking with the dungeon dudes for quite a while. As I'm walking over to them to see if I could, get a picture, I overhear Monty saying he's exhausted and he's heading back to the hotel to have a nap. And I just missed him by literally 15, 20 steps, which happens. But I got to meet Kelly. You'll see a little picture. I'll show it up here right now. And that was probably the highlight of my weekend. So yeah, next time I go to a convention like this and feel like doing a vlog style, I definitely understand I need to do a lot more. I need to be a little more proactive. I need to talk to more people, try and just keep that camera rolling. Get a lot more B footage, a lot more A footage. Just still learning. You know how it is.